Elita-1, use your special power. You know that'll kill me, right? That's not the power I'm talking about, baby.
I'm in love with a hero. I'm in love with the one who will always...
Oh my god, toy fans of the world, I have Elita-1 from the Transformers Power of the Prime series. And she's one of the Voyager classes. This is a pretty cool image they have on the front, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that I like this one way more. The female Transformers are nowhere near as common as their male counterparts. There's really not a whole lot of females that have been released. This is not the first time that we've had an Elita-1 that's been released, but this may be the largest one that's been done by Hasbro. Elita is more known for being the girlfriend to Optimus Prime. Before she evolved in Elita-1 in the G1 cartoon, she was Ariel, to which Ariel was the girlfriend of Orion Pax. I think it would have been so incredibly cool had this figure been a leader class figure, but you know what, I'll accept this. But anyways, that's enough about the background of this character and the packaging. Let's go and open her up. And here she is. She comes with 2 feet that are part of the whole Build-A-Figure series, which she's going to be able to connect to. I'll go into that in a little bit later, but I don't have the components to connect her, so maybe I'll do that in a future video. But these are available. You can also put these attached to her to kind of give her a little bit of an upgraded feel. I don't know if you can see inside or not, but the coloring for these feet are more like a pinkish peach kind of color, and people have dunked these in alcohol and rubbing alcohol to get rid of the black paint and use that color instead. I may give that an attempt. In fact, I kind of think I like this a lot more, that color inside, rather than the paint they put on it. She comes with an Autobot Enigma piece, which if you collect the Power of the Prime series, that's supposed to be like a different type of power for each of the Autobots or each of the Decepticons, where they can interact with different deluxe figures and they have different powers and you can unlock different powers within them. But that's if you really like that whole playability in it. Me personally, I just kind of put these to the side because I don't really care too much about them. She comes with these 2 tiny little bitty guns, which I don't know why they decided these would be the guns for Elita-1. She should have like a huge cannon. I mean, these do attach to the feet section that attach to her arms, but still I figured these should be bigger. But let's look at Elita herself. If you're a huge Transformer fan and you already know some of the figures that have been released from this toy line, she is very similar to the same mold that Starscream has. But still, she is very unique in her own respect, so I am happy that even though she does resemble Starscream, she still is her own character. And of course, let's not forget about her comic book appearances in the IDW universe, which she has a vastly different origin and she has a different persona altogether in comparison to the original G1 cartoon. So you know that Elita has moved well beyond just being the girlfriend to Optimus Prime. She's the leader of her own faction of Transformers, and I really like that storyline. Her head itself, I feel like they did a great job, where it plays homage to the original G1 cartoon, but still it's kind of making it into its own character now. Most of her joints are fairly strong, or at least in her upper body. Her lower body, not so much. Her knee joints are somewhat kind of weak. If you choose to have her with the tiny guns, they don't look incredibly horrible or anything like that. I just feel like she should have a larger one. The decals with a lot of different Hasbro toys aren't the best. Sometimes they're really good and other times they're really horrible. In her case, some are alright, but like here, I can see this peeling off really easily. Especially on the back, right here where it says Elita, this is already starting to peel off. And oh man, already back here, these are peeling off too. That kind of sucks. Before I transform her into her jet mode, I'll show the articulation that she has. First, she has movement in her head, upper arm movement, bicep movement, elbow movement, lots of upper leg movement, and knee movement. If you choose to do so, you can put the foot pieces on her arms like this, and you can also put on the gun pieces kind of like that. If it'll go in, good, get in the hole, that's what he said. Sorry about that, that was stupid. I'm so sorry, let me cut that out. Anyways, yeah, so you can have it like this. Again, I think I may put these in rubbing alcohol so I can get rid of that paint. But anyways, enough about that. Let's go ahead and put her in her jet mode. First, take these pieces off, turn her to the back, and you flip this around. Push her inner leg flaps down like that. Connect them inwards like this. Then fold them upwards like that. Fold her feet upwards like this. Turn her head all the way around. Her arms go all the way down and go into the little slots on the side. Fold her wings all the way out. Bottom flaps also go out. Extend the nose jet portion out like this. Push these down. Then you kind of have the jet mode like this, and if you choose to, you can put down one of the wheels like that, attach the tiny little guns to these little components on the side. And if you choose to, you can add the feet pieces to her wings on the underneath, like that. And then, bam, bada bing. This is her jet mode. To be honest, I'll probably never have her displayed in this way. I mean, some fans do like to put them in their alternate modes, but personally, I want them in their robot modes. Close-up view, you can see the decal stickers, and already I'm seeing that they're kind of coming off. It's really unfortunate that that's the case. I mean, still, she's a great figure regardless of that, but still, it's just one of those things that kind of bugs me a little bit. You'd think that they may be able to get something better. If you look close right here, it already kind of looks like it did come off when it was put back on, and the Elita-1 over here is kind of peeling. Regardless of that though, I still am really happy about the figure herself. Okay, so back in her robot mode, I'm going to put these in rubbing alcohol like I saw online and see if I can get the paint off just to see what it would look like. So you can't tell this, but it's actually been an entire day because I had to go out and get 91% alcohol in order to take off the paint from these two pieces, which I'm going to go ahead and say I prefer them like this so much more. You can put the pieces in any way you want. I kind of like them like this personally, and I am going to go ahead and say this color scheme really matches her a lot more. A little bit more of a close-up, you can see there may be some stain still in there, but for the most part, the 91% alcohol does a great job of getting the paint off. Here's a comparison next to Starscream, which you can tell that there are some pieces that have been reused between the two of them, but for the most part, she has a lot more of a unique mold to her. Here's a comparison next to the Optimus Prime that came out from the Power Prime series. As you can tell, being that Elita-1 is a Voyager class and Optimus is a Leader class, there is a huge height difference between the two of them. I would love for one day for us to get an Elita-1 that is a Leader class, just so we can have one that's in scale with Optimus. But that's not to say we don't have other Optimus Primes that we can compare Elita-1 with. This is one of the knockoff masterpiece ones, slightly shorter than the MP10, but I like this one because he does fit fairly well with a lot of the different toy lines, and I almost feel as though he fits perfectly with Elita-1. She's still smaller than this one, but I feel like this one's a lot better in comparison. There's a comparison next to the oversized RC that came out from Wei Zhang, I believe is how you pronounce it. She's the Alcee figure. I like this figure personally myself. I know she got a lot of hate online being that she has a weird face and head, but I like her scale and I think she fits really well in line here with Elita-1. While I have Not RC out, I figured I might as well bring out Not Slash, also known as Chimera. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of other female Transformers to compare her next to, with the exception of this little smaller version of RC, the stealth version that came out, that I thought was really incredibly cool looking, so that's why I wanted to get her. And oh my god, I can't believe I didn't think about this until just now, but there's an extra gun that comes with Not Slash, Chimera, and this gun is meant for her to stand on when she's in her dinosaur mode. But this... Nah, god dang it, it doesn't fit perfectly. I was hoping this would, but I may be able to put some tape on it or something like that. This could be the big gun that I feel like she really deserves. In fact, I am going to do that. I'm going to put some tape around the handle so that she can hold on to it a little bit more. So I'll probably get some black electrical tape later, but for the time being, this may work. If I put too much on. But I think she can hold on to it a lot better though. Bam, bada bing. So let me go ahead and end it at that point. I just gotta say, I love Elita-1. I'm really happy that she was released from this toy line. I hope that one day we'll be able to get a bigger version of her, but until then, this is something that will keep me happy for quite a long time. I'm gonna be giving her an awesome home. Anyways, thank you guys for watching me in this video. Be sure to check out my Patreon site when you get a chance. Check out my social media sites, my websites, and everything else out there. Peace, love, namaste, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. I'm sure it'll be much easier to find Elita-1 now that I've already found her, but it was kind of tough for me to find her this time around. My friend Nick went out with me a couple times to a couple different stores, and we didn't see her. All of the other figures that were in her pack were out, but she herself, she was not on the shelf, and that was kind of getting irritating. When I finally found her, I was so excited, and I feared I had to do a toy review on her immediately.